Before I started meditating, I was working a lot and I was dealing with a lot of anxiety arising from work and from life, just the overwhelm that comes with lots and lots of things happening in life at the same time. And I was having physical symptoms of anxiety as well. So I would get heart palpitations and anxiety spikes. And I felt like there was never enough time to do everything that I needed to do. And that even if I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and started working, the day was not long enough, that I just couldn't get through everything. So before meditation, it felt like there was never enough time in the day. Once I started meditating, I meditated daily, almost straight away in the studio. And I found that by meditating daily, even though it took time from my day, it felt like it added time into my day. The idea that I could just sit, didn't have to make any effort, I could just be there for 30 minutes was like revolutionary for me, to be able to just take that time. And I don't know why, but for once I didn't feel any guilt about doing that. I felt like if I had managed to get to the studio and sit in that chair and do that meditation, that I had a right to be there. And so meditation became like the break in my day. I was interested in doing the teacher training when I heard about it, because I had been looking for something that I could do that would contribute. I'd enjoyed the meditation so much and I wanted to take it to the next level. So there were two parts to it really. I wanted to do more meditation, and I also wanted, once I knew how good meditation was, to be able to work with that and help other people. And I didn't know if I wanted to be a teacher. I didn't know if that was what I was going to do with it, but I knew from the curriculum that there would be something in there that I could use, whether it's in my current job or if it meant going to do something different with it. Just had a very strong feeling that there was something in there for me. I loved the program. I found that the teachers were amazing, that they gave so much of themselves to all of the students. I never felt like anything was too much trouble for the teachers. You know, there's that element of, I love the meeting up regularly, which we did on Zoom or in person. And then in between times, knowing that you've got those people there that you can reach out to, and just, even if you just want to talk about something that's come up for you, one of the teachers is there for you, or even the group that you're working with. We had such a close connection by the end of it, because people really shared what they were doing and the things that they were learning from the course. I think the format of the course is a real strength of it, that you start with personal growth and then you move to the more technical side of things. I think when you perhaps read the curriculum, you want to get straight into the teaching aspect of it, but the teachers know what they're doing in the way that it's set up. It's such a good way to really give you the confidence to embody teaching by doing your growth work first and then moving on to the delivery side of teaching. I got an enormous amount from the course. I got insights that I didn't know I was going to have. I got new knowledge, which was great. It was nice to learn the theory and understand more about meditation. But yeah, very selfishly, I got a lot of personal growth from doing the course. And I think that although I didn't know that's what I wanted the most, I think that is what I wanted from it. So I got personal growth, and then I've been able to practically apply what we learned. So I can lead meditations, and I can, talk to people about meditation to help them understand what the benefits are and the background to it as well. I would strongly recommend doing the retreat. I hadn't made the decision whether to do it or not when the course started. And after the first session, I was lucky that the retreat was happening shortly afterwards. And I went and did it. And I almost think it was essential to me being able to do the course effectively, because I hadn't done other training with Centrech before. It felt like it was what I needed to ground myself in the type of work that it would be, and immersing myself for 3 days with a group of people, getting into that way of being more open, which was so valuable to the first part of the course. So, for me, the retreat was almost essential. I'm just so glad I did it. The course has got me to the point where I'm confident now leading meditations. I do them with groups at work, over Zoom or in person. And I'm also recording my own meditations and publishing those. So, in what feels like a relatively short time, I've gone from not knowing how to do that, not knowing if I wanted to do that, to doing it regularly. I would recommend the course to almost anybody who's interested in their own personal growth. It doesn't have to be about teaching the meditation. It's just a really great way to get in depth with what meditation can do for you, to help understanding it and to put it really into practice in your everyday life. It's a growth course. It's an education course. It's suitable for anybody who's looking at making some changes in their life. I'm sure it will help accelerate those changes.